Hello, everyone. So today we shall be diving into identification of ceramics and glasses. We're going to be exploring the properties, composition, and real-world application of these two fundamental materials that shape our world. All right. So without much ado, let's dive into this. What then is ceramics? What are ceramics? All right. Ceramics are hard brittle, heat-resistant materials that are created by firing clay and chemicals at high temperature. Simply put, we say that ceramics are just clay materials that are heated up with chemicals to make things that we use in our daily life, like pot, tiles, water jug, and basins. All right. So, what are the key properties of ceramics? Number one, it has corrosion resistant property. What it means is that a ceramic material will not easily be corroded or weared off by chemicals. It is it has high resistance towards corrosion. All right, so it cannot easily be weared off by chemicals over time because of its high corrosion resistance. Another property is that a ceramic material has heat resistance. In other words, it endures extreme temperature in furnaces and ovens. So when you expose a ceramic material to furnace or high temperature, it does not get destroyed easily by this heat. Right? So it's heat resistant. Another thing again is that it's electrically resistant. In other words, it is a poor conductor of electricity. So current cannot flow in a ceramic or in ceramic material. All right. So, therefore, with this property, it is ideal for insulation. It is ideal to be used as insulator. And lastly, ceramics are strong and hard. Okay, they are very strong and hard material, and they last longer. They have a lasting durability. Okay, excellent compressive strength and durability. They do not get destroyed easily. All right, ceramics are moldable. You can get any shape you want from a ceramic, but that can be done when they are wet. Okay, when they are wet, once they are dry, you cannot mold a ceramic. Okay, but when they are wet, they are moldable. But when dry, they cannot be molded, and they are prone to breaking when they're dry. So these are the key properties of ceramics that we will just talk about. And let's go into the other material, which is glass. Glass is a common material that we all know. So glass is special ceramic made from sand. Ceramic are made from clay, but glass or glasses are made from sand, lime, potash, soda, and lead oxide. These are the raw materials that we use in making glass. So these raw materials are mixed together, melted in a furnace, and formed into desired shape. So the mixture of all these materials together is what gives us what we refer to as glass. As you can see here, this is the sample of how glass is being produced. The mixture of all the material we mentioned here produces glass. Okay, I will say that let's now look at how we can make a glass, the glass making process. The first stage or the first step is to mix the raw materials. And the raw material, like we said earlier, are the sand, the lime, the potash, the soda, and the lead oxide. Mixture of this material in their correct proportion is the first stage. The next step is to now heat up the mixture. So you fire the material in the furnace to create a molten glass. Okay, a molten glass is the glass that can be what? That can be shaping. So having mixed it in stage 1 or in step 1, in step 2, they are exposed to what? To the furnace where they are heated up. And after they have been heated up, there is reason for them for the mixture to be cool. So the third step is to cool the mixture. Haven't heated it up, allow it to cool. And then after cooling, allow the molten glass to cool and then mold it into a particular shape you want. Okay? And the last stage is the anneal stage. In this stage, you heat it again and then cool gradually to straighten the glass. So this is the second heating stage. You heat it again. This time around is to what? It will straighten the glass. All right. So these are the 4 stages involved in making a glass. The four stages in the process of making a glass. So I will say that we then want to see the key properties of glass, like we just talked about that of ceramics. For glass, number 1 is a glass is brittle, meaning that it can break easily. So you handle glasses with care because they are very, very brittle. They break easily under little stress. Okay, that's one property. Another property of a glass is that it's transparent. When we say something is transparent, it means that light can pass through clearly. So it allows light to pass through it. So that's what we mean by transparent. That's the second property of a glass. And then the third property of a glass is that it is corrosion resistant, meaning that it cannot be degraded or wear off by chemicals or weather. Okay? So those are the 3 properties of glass: brittle, like can break easily; transparent, meaning that light can pass through it; and then it is corrosion resistant. Right? Having said that, where can we apply glass then? Like I see, there is one light on my eye. I'm wearing a recommended glass. Okay, so we use glass for for correction of sight. Okay, and over here we use it for drinkware. What we call the wine cup. So we use it for drinkware like cups and bottles for beverages. We also use glass for mirrors as the reflective surface for homes and vehicles. We use it for mirrors, plane mirrors, driving mirrors, dentist mirror, and so on and so forth. So any kind of mirrors are made up of what? Glass. We also use glass in our homes to make windows and to make doors. You can see here, this is a glass door. We also have glass windows too. So glasses are used to make windows and doors. Like I said earlier before, we use glass in optical lenses like I'm wearing right now. Okay, for correction, for vision correction. We also use glass in bulbs, light bulbs. Most of the light bulbs are made up of glass. Though today we have glass, we have bulbs that are made up of plastic too. But before the invention of plastic bulb, we had that of glass. Okay, and then in the laboratory we also make use of glass. So we use glass to invent glass tubes for scientific research. So we have round bottom flask. Okay, we have test tube, any kind of tube in the laboratory. Most of them are made up of glass. Okay, reagent bottle, they are all made up of what? Glass. Because see different kind of bottles here, all are made up of glass. So these are other applications of glass. We use glass for a lot of things, but these are the ones we just want to mention for now in this study. Now let us now compare between ceramics and glass. Okay, in terms of their property. Number one, when it comes to transparency, ceramics are opaque, meaning that light cannot go through them, but glasses are transparent. Alright? So under transparency, under breathiness, for ceramics, they are moderate. Ceramics don't easily break as that of glass, but glass, their breathiness is very high. They can break easily. So you handle glass with care more than ceramics because glasses have high breathiness. And in terms of heat resistance, for ceramics, they have higher heat resistance than that of glass. Okay? And the area of moldability, you can mold a ceramic into any shape you want when the ceramic is wet. But for glass, you can mold the glass to any shape you want when the glass is molten. That is when it is melted. Okay. And lastly, for corrosion property, ceramics and glass both have high corrosion resistance. Okay, they have corrosion resistance. All right. So these are the comparisons between ceramics and glass. All right. I will say that let's now summarize all that we've learned so far. So our key takeaway now, we say that ceramics are heat resistant. They are moldable materials that are ideal for high temperature applications and everyday products. Okay? Whereas for glasses are transparent, they are brittle. They are brittle ceramics created through melting and annealing, essential for countless modern applications. So, what are their shared strengths? Their shared strengths. The both materials resist corrosion and offer unique properties that make them invaluable to the society. All right, so this is just a summary of what we have learned today. And I hope that you have learned something. So we are going to be doing the curtain here for today. Thank you for listening and have a wonderful day. Bye for now.